Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Hit Pause, the channel dedicated to gaming, tech reviews, and everything in between. We have a new segment on Hit Pause called Game Paused, where I spend 1 week with a video game and then review it for you guys. This week's game is called Dragon Quest Builders. What can I say? It's fucking addicting. Crazy addicting. If you're a fan of the genre Sims, where you build your own house in a way, and Zelda at the same time, then this is the game for you. In the game Dragon Quest Builders, you don't really level up. It's like Zelda, you have to find or build better armor, better weapons, better shields, better hammers, so you can explore your world better. And by doing quests that your fellow villagers ask you to do, you get Seed of Life. This is your orbs in Zelda, where you trade it for a life. The character actually looks like Link, and the gameplay is somewhat similar to it. You just hack and slash enemies and objects where you can gather and mine stuff. It's a pretty amazing game. I spent hours playing this. I could not stop. I haven't even closed the game when I started. I just put my Nintendo to sleep and then turn it back on, put it to sleep and turn it back on. Never really quit the game at all. It's the only thing I played the whole week. I bet my girlfriend's really annoyed. So in the first chapter, it's gonna introduce you slowly to the gameplay, how to build stuff, what you actually need to do, and where to find it. Just the basic concept of the game is being taught to you, which is amazing and nice and simple, so kids or anyone who's not familiar with the game can actually play it, like me. So the premise of the game, you're the only person in the world left that is a builder. Humanity forgot how to build, so they don't get the concept of putting stuff together and building something out of it. You're the only person who can do that. So you're really helping people build up the town and gather as much villagers as you can and defeat Dragon Lord. I actually barely played the main story. I was just really concerned about building and building and building and building. I had to make my town the best town there is, the best looking one, because I'm a fan of Sims. You create a home and then just design it and fix it up, and like a bit of OC right there, and it has to be here, it has to be there, oh, it has to be perfect. Oh, 2 floors, yeah. So I really barely spent time playing the game, but you will have to if you want to proceed with collecting more items or leveling up. There are a few monsters and a few things that you can't do if you don't do any of the main story quests. But aside from building, it doesn't really get repetitive as much when it comes to fighting the monsters, because you do actually have to get some items from them or loot. But one tip for you guys, just listen up. Don't get attached to your town that you're building. I built my town into an amazing city, 2 floors at least, and then an amazing rooms where everything's configured for each person. I even have an apartment. The thing is, that's only chapter 1. I played at least 20 hours of it, just chapter 1, because I was so concentrated on building the town up. But if you're not into that, you can probably finish that chapter 1 in 3 to 5 hours. When you're done with chapter 1, you have chapter 2, another city that you have to save. And everything you have from chapter 1 is gonna be gone. All the items you've built, all the stuff you've collected, it's gone. But don't worry, you can go back to chapter 1 and load your saved game and go back from there if you want to continue building up that city. In chapter 2, they don't leave you with much except for like a mallet and a few weapons, but at least you have your recipes that you can build stuff already. But the resources are very scarce in this particular island compared to the first one. It really changes the gameplay. I don't want to spoil how many chapters there are, but at least heads up, don't get attached to your building. I would recommend people to pick this up because it's an amazing game. You're gonna spend hours and hours just building and collecting and killing monsters. Oh, one more thing, the nice thing about this is everything that you touched in the island stays the way it is. Meaning if you left an item on a certain place or destroyed something, it's gonna stay there the whole entire game until you collect it or anything else. It's not gonna respawn except for the monsters. So if you dug a hole that's really, really deep, it's still gonna be there. This has been out on the PS Vita. I've tried the demo. It's pretty much the same. I don't know if there's anything different except for the higher resolution. If you haven't picked it up in any other console, pick it up on the Switch because you can play it anywhere. It's only a single player mode and it's just an amazing story, just like Zelda, and it even sounds like Link. If you're not a fan of Minecraft, I understand, but there's a lot more aspect to it. than the building side. So don't let that stop you from playing the game. But that's it. Pretty much, Dragon Quest Builders must buy on the Nintendo Switch. If you're a fan of Sims, Zelda, Minecraft, that like put together, you know, in that one whole ball, that's your game, Dragon Quest Builders. I'm gonna be rating this game 4.5 out of 5 because it's just an addicting game that I can't really put down. I haven't really stopped playing the game. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hitting pause. I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. See ya.